All right, we're going to make a belt and pulley situation for an XRP scaled robot. You can get your pulley from a number of different places. MKCAD has a bunch. I actually recommend looking up a generator. I've got a generator or two, but we're going to just start with the one that's already available. We're going to go 24 tooth. We're going to go 9mm wide. Doesn't matter that this is aluminum or not, but that's a pulley. Now, for an XRP robot, this is, of course, much too big, and you probably aren't going to use the hex shaft. The first thing we'll do is we'll transform this. We're going to scale it down by 50%. Scale, 0.5. And we'll just do the origin. There it is. Tunk. A couple of things to modify. I'm going to just sketch a quick extra flange I've found. I'll just do a little offset. It doesn't have to be giant, but maybe like a 1/16 of an inch of extra flange material. And then whatever your bore is through the middle, because your if this is attached to an N20 motor or something, then the hex shaft isn't going to work. Or if it's a bolt or a bearing, make that whatever it is you want. This is our profile. And then extrude that, however many ways you need to. So we'll extrude that through to the other side, however much it was. I didn't even check. 0.285. And then your flange, and again, I would give yourself some extra flange on this one, because we're going to need to use this, or we're going to use this with 3D printed belts. We really don't want them flipping off. I don't know what the actual distance is here between these. 0.02. So let's extrude our flange. 0.02 the other way, and please. Right, extra flange that way. And I don't know why it didn't go all the way across. I'd rather that it did. So let's try that again. Instead of 0.02, let's go 0.034. It's okay to lose a little bit of like fidelity and all this. This is it's gonna work, I promise. And then do the same thing, flange for the opposite side here. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Let's get ourselves, or let me just pause and do that again. There's our pulley. There it is, and it's small. It's extra small. To get our belt, we're actually going to go over to Maker World. Maker World is Bamboo's repository for 3D printed things, and they have a belt generator for your timing belts. We use HTD. We're going to customize. We're going to log in. Okay. Thanks, Bamboo, for making sure I log in. Customize. And you've got a bunch of different options. Again, we use HTD 5mm, and we just and you get to determine your the number of teeth that you want in the belt. The way we use that is the WCB belt generator to find your distances, and just remember, our distance is going to be double what you need, whatever you need for your XRP robot, because we're scaling everything down by 50%. So let's just say that we want a 100-tooth belt, and then our belt is, let's call it 9mm. There's the thing. Generate, successful, download. Let's go. It doesn't matter what you pick for your printer here, because we're just going to get the STL. We don't need a Bamboo file. And I'm going to give it a quick name. 100-tooth HTD 5mm belt. Now remember, this is still full scale, which is a problem. So it's not going to fit on this one. I'm going to import it and then scale it down as well. Download. There's my belt. Open it. It is going to come in as an STL. So just be careful. I think it's coming in as millimeters. You may need to adjust, right? Because everything in the 3D printing world is millimeters, and we do everything in inches. So be careful of that. There it is. There's our belt. It's too big. It's called the wrong thing. Either way, we're going to transform this and scale it down by 0.5. And then just adjust the center. Blam, there it is. Now, I would also recommend giving this a little bit more thickness to it. Let's just sketch a circle or two. This is an STL, so it's just not a great file to work with. It's got way too much geometry. So I'm going to just do a quick couple of circles and extend its thickness a little bit. Just for when we print this, I've found could be a little bit thicker. I have had belts tear, and then as far as the depth goes, we'll go 0.177. Extrude that 0.177. Again, this is just going to make our belt a little bit thicker. 102 belt. This belt will work with this pulley, and it is at the appropriate scale to work with an XRP robot. Print this, TPU or PLA or whatever you want to print it with, and then the belt, I would print this out of TPU, and they work. I've already built an elevator with it, and they're pretty happy with each other. So give it a try.